Hi, it's Natalie here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to actually plan your week to be more productive. All right, and I'm not just talking about checking things off of a list and just overall getting more done, but I want to talk about how to actually effectively plan your week so that you're actively working towards your goals. And so that months down the line, we are miles ahead of where we thought we wanted to be, or we're right on track, rather than we've just checked off of a ton of stuff on a to-do list, but we're really not going anywhere. This is why I hear from a lot of people that it feels like you're treading water because you're doing a lot, but you're not making progress, right? So today I'm going to show you how to fix this whole issue, right? And I'm going to show you how to more effectively plan your week. Before we get into this video today, I am excited to announce that I'm actually hosting a full, complete live webinar where we're going to be planning 2021 together, meaning I'll show you how to plan your year to hit 6 figures in 2021 and go from that big goal down to what are the hourly, daily actions that you need to be working on. So if you want my full, complete process on how to actually plan your week and do this, all you need to do is join us on January 8th by clicking below on the link to actually register for that live webinar, and I'll see you there. Be sure to actually bring a calendar and some pens and some paper because we're going to be doing this together, right? It's going to be great. Okay? So with that said, let's get into today's video. The first thing that you need to think about whenever we're planning a week of work is what days am I going to be working on which activities? It's actually better to batch things, so to speak, right? Or to put more of the same type of activity on one day and only do that than to be constantly switching every 30 minutes or every hour or every 2 hours what you're working on. You'll get so much more accomplished. Trust me. I remember back when I used to just pile a ton of stuff during one day, and I would be like working on building a funnel, and then I'd also be working on this email campaign, and then I'd be jumping on a call with someone, and then I'd be going over here and doing this. And what I found is that a lot of time would go by and those big projects that I wanted to complete just weren't getting done, was essentially it, right? So now what I do and what I recommend for everyone to do is actually to plan more what you do on which days. For instance, my YouTube videos, I typically do a lot of them in one day, right? I don't like record one of these every time I want to post one. Okay, that would be a lot of work. So that's just one example of how you can actually more effectively plan your week. My next best tip is to make sure that you don't just create a massive to-do list. What a lot of people do is they get up in the morning and they think to themselves, okay, what is everything that I need to do today? And so they kind of just brain dump everything in their brain and they pour it out and they put it on a sheet of paper, and then they say to themselves, I'm going to get this done today, right? Here's the problem with this, and here's why you probably have a hard time finishing everything on that list, and then you get into this cycle of, oh, I can never get anything done. It was never possible to begin with, is basically it. Be careful not to just have a ton of tasks and hopefully we'll get them done, right? Actually think about what's doable. And this is why I'm talking about plan the week first before we go into planning the day. Because here's the thing, is we should have overall kind of our objective for the week down, right? And so we shouldn't have a massive to-do list of a bunch of different things. We shouldn't have like 20 projects going on at once, because 20 projects at once is going to take us forever. If we have like a couple, we can get that done, right? And so we want to think about, hey, what are my big revenue generating activities that I need to do every single day? Put that down, right? And then what are like one project you're working on, right? That's really what your day should look like. Anything else is kind of superfluous. All right. And so don't let that consume you. Don't make just a massive to-do list with a gazillion different things that like we can know there's no way we can finish this in a day. Maybe that's something that's supposed to be planned out over the month. Okay, so don't have your whole month's list on one day's to-do list. Okay, my next biggest tip that actually goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about is to make sure that your day actually works for you. So for the longest time, I would tell myself, I'm going to start working at 9 a.m. And so I'd wake up in the morning, I would have kind of my routine that I like to go through, right? I like to exercise, I like to meditate, sometimes I like to read while I'm eating breakfast and things like that. And this was just something I liked to do. And so I wanted to do that every day. I felt like it really set me up well for wanting to work and staying focused, right? Wow. What happened is every single day it would be 9 and I'd be like, I can't start now. I haven't finished everything I wanted to do. And then I was like running late. I was like, I don't even have time to put on my makeup. I don't even have time to do anything. Why is that? Because there wasn't enough time to do what I said I wanted to do. There just wasn't. And this is why I really, really think that you should actually plot out on your day, hour by hour, what you're going to be working on, but don't switch back and forth activities. What I mean by this is, how long does it take you to exercise? How long is it going to realistically take you then to get ready? Is that kind of past the time that you thought you would get started? That's why you're feeling like, I can't hit what I want to do, and it gets you this discouraged feeling. Instead, what we can do is kind of reverse this, and you're going to feel great about yourself because we've actually planned realistically what you can do, right? And so make sure your day works for you. Make sure you're not over planning, and this is not physically possible to complete. Is basically it. Make sure that the times we plan to start things actually work in accordance with what we've got going on, right? Make sure that if you have to go drop the kids off at soccer practice, that time is actually put in there. Or else, what is this? What's the point of a plan if we can't actually physically complete the plan? All right, everybody, I hope this video is helpful for you and you're going to start implementing some of these tips during your week, right? To actually make it more productive, actually make sure that we're working more towards our end goal and not just doing busy work. All right, I hope to see you at the live webinar that's happening January 8th. And again, be sure to click that link down below and register for it, okay? If you like this video though, be sure to like, comment below what you'd like me to talk about next, and subscribe because I put out new videos just like this one every single Friday. All right, I'll see you next week.